like the idea of getting a high score. I like the idea of there being rule sets to games. I can't explain the science of it, but when there's a score involved and there's strategic ways of getting that particular score up real high or low, if you're talking about golf or frolf, then I'm there. Speaking of frolf, I'm not very good at throwing a disc, for starters. So that puts me at a slight disadvantage, but this is my sniper. I'm not a huge fan of how lax a lot of the expert disc golfers are out there. Hey, yo, what par is this?
It's a par 3. They're all par 3s, bro.
I mean, the last hole was par 3, and this is considerably longer than the last hole.
Well, you know, it's easier to count that way.
What I like about disc golf is that you're out in nature. You're playing a game, it's competitive, and you get to walk around. You go for a hike. You get to be in the open air. You get to see some animalitos. You get to see some tall trees. And at Pier Park, there are a lot of trees. So much so that I've hit pretty much all of them with this particular disc here. This is my Do It Pink, fo. It's got a little Atari symbol there. That way, if I lose it, which does happen out there. Anyways, this is how I throw a disc. You don't want it to veer off like that. I know. When I finally beat my brother at a board game, and when I got old enough to combat him, he's a little older than me, my brother, so he always had a leg up. And I eventually got old enough to be competitive with him, and I sensed when I played him and beat him, he wasn't necessarily butthurt, but he was fueled by the feeling that, hey, now I want to play again. I want to play more in the future. You know, you got a real competitor here who is competitive. So we played a lot of German board games, a lot of rules, and a lot of different ways to win at a game, say like Ticket to Ride, a German board game about trains and about building a route from one destination to another, real cities. And you can get the longest route. You can build the most routes and score. And you can do a couple other things at that game to win. I mean, with Street Fighter, I'm the neighborhood champion. Street Fighter just drew a large crowd of competitors, man, of people who each swore by a different character. I started out by playing Chun-Li. She had big, big thighs, man. Blanca was the second character I played. That's the character that my brother likes to play. It's just all about the type of person that you are. You know, you get high score by beating a person, by not even giving them a second round, by just taking them out, man. You get a perfect when they don't even touch your health bar. There's super moves. And those aren't very easy to do. My brother still can't do one on purpose. I just want others to want to play. I learned that. My brother's still alive. I don't know why I did that. We actually play a lot of games still when he comes and visits. That's kind of all we do. How's that look, bro? Looking good? Brother, it is looking rasta. I think that's a wrap. Bo, bo.
I'm going home tomorrow.
Wait till they hear where I am from. It's not the place they're thinking of. I'm telling you, this shit is wrong.